Everywhere we go, we see and hear the word ecology. Just what does it mean? What is ecology? Generally, it has come to mean almost anything about the world of nature. The word ecology means the study of the place where something lives. To scientists, ecology is the study of the relationships between living things and the study of the relationship of living things to the place where they live. The key word is relationships. An ecologist is a person who studies ecology. This ecologist is studying these bison. Ecologists are interested in how a plant or animal lives and in the relationship that plant or animal has with other living things and with the place where it lives. An ecologist has special names for the places and relationships that are studied in ecology. We'll talk about those special names as we take a look at several different animals and plants. These white pelicans live on this mountain lake. The place where they live is called their habitat. Western lakes and rivers are a common habitat for white pelicans. What a pelican does, how it fits in with other life in its habitat, is called its niche. You might say that a living thing's niche is its job and what it needs to do that job. The white pelican's niche is that of catcher of fish near the surface of lakes and streams. In the stream that leaves the lake, a trout rises and catches an insect. Lakes and streams are the trout's habitat. The trout's niche is that of insect eater in clear, cool lakes and streams. These insects have hatched in the stream where they eat very small plants and animals. The insects have the stream as their habitat, and their niche is to eat small living things in the stream. This deer's habitat is the forest and open spaces near the stream and lake. Its niche is that of eater of twigs and grass in the forests and meadows. Ecologists call the entire group of white pelicans that live in this habitat the white pelican population. Moose live near the lake in a wetland habitat. All the moose together form the moose population. These are some of the animals of the elk population. These bears are part of the grizzly bear population. Plants are included in the same way as animals, so there is a population of lodgepole pine trees, like these. The aspen tree and wildflower population. the sagebrush population, and so on for all the other plants. By grouping together all the different plant and animal populations in a large area, you have what is called a community. The lake habitat has a lake community composed of the pelican population, the fish population, the insect population, the plant population, and so on for all the life in the lake habitat. There are habitats with communities of life everywhere. Here is an ocean island habitat with its community of bird life. The populations of life in this desert habitat form a community. There is a community of life and many relationships in this ocean tide pool habitat. If we take each of the habitats and communities that we have just seen, along with the relationship which each community has with the air, water, and soil, and the energy of the sun, we have an ecosystem. Ecosystems can be very large or quite small. Any community that shares relationships among living things and the place where they live, from a mountain range to an aquarium, may be considered an ecosystem. An ecosystem must have a source of energy. In almost all ecosystems, the sun supplies the energy that operates the system. Green plants use energy from the sun to grow. An animal eats the green plant, and later, living things, such as mushrooms and other fungi, use the animal's waste products to grow. So there's a flow of energy and materials throughout the ecosystem. All the land-based ecosystems on Earth that have a similar climate and plant life form a biome. All the deserts on Earth form the Earth's desert biome. This is part of the grassland biome. It stretches for hundreds of miles. There's enough rainfall here to support grasses, but not many trees. Some mammals that commonly live in this part of the grassland biome are antelope, bison, and prairie dogs. The African veldt is part of the grassland biome. This is part of the world's deciduous forest biome. Squirrels, black bear, and deer are common animals that live in the North American part of the deciduous forest biome. All the biomes of the Earth and the life in the Earth's waters form the biosphere. The biosphere is the thin outer layer of the Earth, consisting of the air, water, and land, and the living things that inhabit this thin layer. The biosphere is our home. We can't move away to another planet. We humans are also living things with a relationship to the biosphere. We have had a large effect on the biosphere. Although we live, work, and play in the biosphere, we must learn to use it wisely. No other group of living things has damaged the Earth as much as humans have. We have caused many forms of life to become extinct. At one time, passenger pigeons were so abundant they darkened the sky. They became extinct when humans killed huge numbers of them for food. Other plants and animals, like this rhinoceros, have been brought close to extinction. People have died, and others have gotten sick because of the way we have poisoned the biosphere. Ecologists warn us that unless we change our ways, the Earth will no longer be able to support many forms of life. Frogs, toads, and salamanders are amphibians, a group of animals that have a habitat of ponds and streams. Amphibians often have a niche as insect eaters that can live in and out of fresh water. They are often part of a wetland community of life. All around the world, the populations of amphibians have been decreasing. No one knows for sure just why this is happening. The amphibian niche is often that of insect eater. We use insecticides to kill off unwanted insects. Scientists now wonder if these insecticides are also killing the animals that eat the insects. Amphibians breathe air. Some breathe through external gills, like these on the back of the salamander's head. All amphibians have a thin, moist skin. They take in some of their oxygen through their skin. This thin, moist skin makes them very sensitive to pollution in water. People often live in the same ecosystems as amphibians. Whatever is affecting the amphibians may also be affecting people. Ecologists around the world are studying the relationships of amphibians to their ecosystems in the different biomes of the Earth. The mystery of the disappearing amphibians is just one of the many situations being investigated. Ecologists are attempting to solve these problems. The study of ecology is the study of the relationships of living things to each other and to the places where they live. Perhaps through the study of ecology, we can all live more in harmony with our Earth.